Cool. That was so great, Amanda. Now, viewers, be a part of the show and tweet us at Creative Clash with your questions and responses to that performance. And after the break, your tweet could be featured on the show, so stay tuned.
Did you buy the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yup.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes.
The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Visit ready.gov.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today.
Welcome back. And now that you've seen Amanda's tap skills, let's talk to her about her talent. Let's talk to Amanda about her talent. So Amanda, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. And so can you just share with me how you got started in tap dancing?
Well, I was 4 years old when my mom put me into ballet slippers and a tutu.
Oh, nice. So since a very young age.
Yeah, pretty much.
Since you could walk.
I started tap only when I was 7 though, because at that time there were some age restrictions with the studio that I was at.
Okay.
So yeah, it was because of the tap class that was happening before my ballet class that I got inspired, because the shoes were so different. Their uniform was also really different.
Yeah, what was their uniform like?
Well, it was a blue unitard. So compared to the pink unitard that I had, that was kind of, it's not my thing at all.
Pink's not your thing?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, that's awesome. And so, why did you choose tap dancing versus other styles of dance?
Well, I actually do other styles of dance, but tap comes the easiest for me in terms of like trying to find the rhythm and just thinking up choreography just like that. So as opposed to like choreographing for jazz or ballet, you kind of have to have like a lot of space in order to be able to execute the moves and figure out the transitions from one point to another. Mm-hmm. And whereas for tap, you could just sit down and start tapping just like that. Yeah.
That's awesome. And so can you just talk to me about your involvement with tap dancing, like throughout middle school and high school? Like, were you involved? Like, did you do any clubs, performances, any competitions maybe?
Well, tap dancing for me has been like kind of like an up-down thing for me.
Okay.
In middle school and high school, I really honestly didn't do much because at that point in time, I thought I wanted to quit, but my mom just kind of like pushed me to just keep going for classes anyway and just...
All right, go mama, she just kept...
Yeah, so I just did the examination system under the ISTD, which is the Imperial Society of Teachers of Dancing, which is based in the UK.
Okay.
And it's syllabus tap, so a lot of it involves like being able to project your lines and, you know, theater style tap kind of. Yeah. And it was only around high school where I finally decided, okay, you know what? I'm gonna step out of my shell and do a tap solo just for the heck of it.
For like a talent show, or what was the performance?
Yeah, it was for cultural show. Like they featured cultures from all over the country. There were like Vietnamese performers, Burmese dancing as well, and then I was the one repping America. Yeah,
that's so awesome. And so, who in the tap or dance world would you say inspires you?
If you were to look at the contemporary ones, like right now, Michelle Dorrance is like one of my favorites. She's really quirky. She experiments a lot, and well, aside from that, there's also Chloe Arnold and her Syncopated Ladies, which is, you know, the shirt that I'm wearing
right now.
Who
are the Syncopated Ladies?
They are tap ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, and they dance to songs like Beyonce and their latest videos on Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's it's really fierce movement and like a lot of like lady style kind of dancing, which I feel like it's one of those things that lacks a lot of representation. Though personally, that's not the kind of style that I would go for. But
yeah, what's your personal style? Like, what do you like to tap dance to?
I like quirky stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to explore that, like trying to find where I lie in the whole spectrum of things, because that's the whole old school, go look into your history books and study every single master that you have, all the way to like Master Juba and William Henry Lane, or go contemporary and go new school and be like, just experiment and find what you can do over there. But I just kind of want to go in between, like for both schools of thought, and then find where I lie comfortably without having to offend either parties, basically.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, and since being at Columbia, you're a third-year student here. Are there any tap dancing clubs or dance clubs that you've been a part of? Like, how's Columbia kind of nurtured this talent that you have?
Actually, I haven't really been involved with the dance scene much in Columbia, but since Columbia's campus is really near this the American Rhythm Center, I've been taking a lot of classes there.
Nice.
So, yeah, I get to talk to like the founder of Chicago Human Rhythm Project, Lane Alexander.
Nice.
And yeah, it's really fun learning under him, and also Brill Barrett, founder of Mad Rhythms.
So just a really lot of good connections with people in the Chicago dance community. And so you're an English major here at Columbia. So how do you feel like tap dancing and being an English major go hand in hand, like creatively? Does one help the other, or?
Sometimes it feels like they're both completely independent things, but sometimes it kind of gels together. I'm actually an exchange student here, so my previous semester I actually wrote a paper on the movie called Tap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was a lot of like theory-based stuff and a lot of film theory discourse and ethics and stuff like that. It's really dry. I wouldn't want to bore the readers here.
Yeah, no. Okay, and then just to end on the last question, what advice or encouragement would you give to people who want to go into the tap dance world?
It's never too late to start.
Good point.
Look up all the old masters like Bilbo Jangles Robinson, and Shirley Temple, and Fred Astaire, anyone that you can find on YouTube. Just look them up. Nicholas Brothers, yeah, that's one that's really good. Or even the Berry Brothers, like Berry. They just kind of like wound up the Nicholas Brothers with the whole staircase dance where they jump out on the splits. The Berry Brothers did the whole balcony, jumping over a balcony. So it's pretty cool. You should check it out. Like, look up the old masters, and then talk to your teachers. That's also another thing.
Okay, yes, that's awesome. And so now we're going to, viewers, you've been here tweeting us this entire time at Creative Clash throughout the show, and we're finally here with your questions. So I'm just going to throw it over to our social media producer, Chan, to see what you guys have been saying throughout the show. So what's our first tweet?
Hi, welcome to a tutor segment of our show. So the first tutor, Marker, asked Amanda, at Creative Crush, Amanda, what would you consider your dream job?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a really good question. I honestly have no idea at the moment, but I would love to dance a lot, and I would also love to like be able to sustain myself as I go through this whole thing. A dream job would probably have to be like something to do with arts management.
Okay,
and
nice.
Dance at the same time.
Like combining the two,
Yeah.
possibly. Okay. Well, that we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so the next question, Rafi asked Amanda at Creative Crush, how often do you practice tap dancing?
I try to do it every day. Like.
Consistent.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, even if it's just sitting down and then just figuring out a step on your own, but classes wise, I try to take at least 2 a week.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my recommended dose.
Of tap dancing for the week.
Yeah.
That's good.
So next question, Claire asked tweeters, how much do you have to protect to get a dance right?
It really depends on the person. Like, I can't say you need to put in this many years in order to do it right. Because someone who starts at 13 can be just as good as someone who started at age 7. Like, for example, if the person at age 7 doesn't do it as consistently as the person who starts at age 13 and just keeps going at it.
So
You know, it's all up to you. It's about dedication, you know. Put in
Awesome.
all those hours, 10,000 hours, they really mean it.
Yep.
Okay, so next client still ask Amanda, do you ever perform any other styles of dancing, or is tap your favorite?
Well, tap is my favorite, but I've also performed other dance styles before. I've tried jazz, I've tried hip hop, but somehow or other I would always come back to tap for some reason because it's something that my muscle memory is used to.
It's in your blood.
Yeah, maybe that's why my mom complains so much. Yeah.
Okay, so Sam asked Amanda, what's your favorite Broadway tap dance number?
Ooh, that is a good question. I honestly haven't seen that many Broadway shows, but Susan Foster's Anything Goes is pretty fun, but I would really like to check out like Imagine Tap or Bring in the Noise, Bring in the Funk.
Awesome. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Amanda. And viewers, well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. A huge thanks to Amanda Lim for coming in and showcasing her talent. If you loved her performance, then make sure you vote for her at tinyurl.com/vote creative class. She can't win without your vote. And be sure to tune in for our next show tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Time to see another amazing talent. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Dominique Jackson.